Hello everyone, Navy Vet 76 back at you again. I'm going to show you today how I slug a bore so I can get the correct groove diameter for my rifles. As you know, or maybe don't know, I just picked this 7mm Chilean mauser up. It's a model 1895 or model 95 small ring mauser. Now, one of the things you can tell a small ring mauser from a large ring mauser, just a quick visual, is this part of the bolt on the back. It's considerably different than the large ring. Also, this area here is smaller on small ring mauser. Now, first thing I do, remove the bolt, set it aside. The other things you'll need is rubber gloves if you want to wear them. Some kind of a lube. I use black grease. Some rods smaller than your bore so that you can drive it through your bore. Micrometers or calipers. I use micrometers. And a piece of lead. This is a 380 caliber lead bullet. I have quite a few of these. I don't have a 380, so these work just fine. So what you do is you put a little grease on here. I put a little grease in the muzzle. You set this on top and you start beating it in. Now you got to be careful. You don't want to get this so far that you hit the crown with this hammer. You want to get it started, and then I use a piece of aluminum set on here. Whoops. And that's a problem with this. I catch it with my legs here and drive it down till it starts to shave off. Okay, if you can see that, but it's flared out and it's starting to split off. Now then, you take your shortest rod. Again, I'm using aluminum, and you want to start it in with this. It'll start to go in, and it'll leave a little bit of leave this little piece right here on top. Put that in my lead pot. You drive that down. Try not to hit your hand. Lord knows I've done that more than once. Again, you're going to get it close. Do not hit your crown. Pull that out. Go with your next longest rod. Drive it down some more. Pull that out. Go with your next longest rod. Also, I'm on a little throw rug here so I don't damage the butt of my rifle on this concrete floor. Now then, that went in a little bit too far, so I'm going to pull that out. Put my short rod in first, then my next shortest rod, and then this one. Okay, and pretty soon that bullet drop out the bottom. And there it is. Okay, now, if your rods are straight, they'll fall right through, but if they're not, they're bent a little bit, you can get a cleaning rod and just stick it down in there and push your rods out. All right, then you set your rifle aside gently. Pick up your pieces, and here's my bullet. And it'll show the lands and the grooves. And what I want to do is measure over this. Again, in my previous video, I told you this is 7mm, and I'm betting this is 287 diameter. 7mm projectiles you buy today are 284. So, I'm measuring that, and we are at 287. I don't know if I can get that to show up or not. Focus on, I gotta get a better camera. Anyway, trust me, it's 287. This rifle is in great shape. This rifle is in really great shape. That dimension for the 7mm Mauser that I just gave you, that is your dimension for these early model 95s, the early Spanish Mausers, the 1916s, the Brazilian 7mm, even the large ring early model Mausers in 7mm will be anywhere from 286 to 287 diameter. Some of them are a little larger. So if you buy standard 287, if you buy standard 284 diameter 7mm Mauser projectiles, you're not going to get any accuracy out of your gun. Now, some people say they do. That's great. I'm happy for you. But in most cases, that's not true. So there you go, my friends.